Eee. Right. So I got to do this ice cold Saturnian Capricorn reading because you requested it, and these things are moving forward. They're moving as they ought to. Hope you've been well. There's a lot of fantastic energy on the planet right now. I know for Capricorn right now it's essential going into Virgo. Well, we're in Virgo, but your money's about to look real good. I've been seeing that lately. Like, I had a dream about you kind of the other night. It wasn't exclusively about you. Like, it was more about me. I was sprinting to the bank, but I had on running clothes. You know how I run and stuff. And you were before the bank, and you kind of was with me, but then we weren't running. We were just kind of being, it was a dream. So anyway, the focus was pentacles, and since I've been in this world, I've been having a lot of things going with these dreams and seeing different things and hearing different songs and things, and all it's marrying into a great journey. But I'm gonna do you a 6-card spread. Gonna do beginning, middle, end of your past, and then kind of your future. Not kind of, but it's essentially your past situation. Then we're gonna examine what's to come very soon. So your first card concerning your past from this Hermetic Tarot is 5 of Pentacles. What was I just talking about? Money. So let you see the card. So this depicts kind of strife with money, kind of maybe even seeing money, but not really obtaining it the way you want it. And it has nothing to do with you not working hard. It's just kind of misfortune in general. It's almost like you feel like you're scraping. But keep in mind, this is the past, so I'm sensing something much greater. I'm hearing that song we used to always listen to, Grind State. So maybe if I'm hearing that song, so the Empress, this is Libra energy. This is also, just that divine feminine you've tapped into. So all the things that you went through that you can examine today have contributed to you being the Empress, alright? So, but even with the 5 of Pentacles, so it's you retain this beauty. You came out of a situation, you could have been dealing with another earth sign, a very stubborn person, kind of a leech. You might have been dealing with somebody you kind of felt sorry for, but you never really faced that reality. And so it turned into this song that just never resolved. That person might have told you something to keep you playing the same tune. Third card from the past is, so the universe in reverse. So that situation was keeping you from accessing, all of your potential. And this card here has Saturn here at the top, if you look closely. And it has that double-headed bird, which symbolizes supreme consciousness. It's like in the movie Lucy, when they got to the end and it was, her brain went to 100%. It's that sort of activation point, right? So the Empress, through hard times, was held back from the universe. This is the past. Alright, this is your first past reading. So now we're gonna command the energy within ourselves to have this epiphany about what was going on with Capricorn. Where are they now? Some of you might have taken some trips. Remember, Capricorn comes after Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the great journeyman or traveler. Capricorn, of course, is the exalted champion on top of the mountain. This is where we get the whole goat mythos and sacred imagery behind the goat. Of course, Capricorn is also connected to the underworld and, coming after Scorpio, which is so Scorpio is like the alchemist in the underworld, but Capricorn is actually like coming out of that. Like I said, the exaltation of standing on top of that mountain. It's like what Scorpio started. So if we were to transpose that to our system, or the system that they designed, rather, the Gregorian, you could say things that transpired in November or late October, which is the alchemist. Scorpio, come to fruition. If you just think on a 90-day chart, and 9 being completion, they come to fruition in January. You know what I'm saying? So, much like people in January being connected to people like me who were born in October, with the 9 completion code there again, and me also being born on the 8th, I have a lot of Capricorn attributes, as well as my chart has, I think, 4 placements in Capricorn. So I can relate. So for the future in Capricorn, for the first card, we have 8 of Swords. What's going to pair with this 8 of Swords? And I mean, once again, Saturn being 8. Sometimes with people born under the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th, sometimes, like Saturn kind of wants to test you more, because it's almost like, imagine deity standing on the side of a river, right? And this river is life or time. And every time somebody born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th swims by, Saturn's like, I remember you. But being Saturnian, it's more of a, oh, I remember, I created you. You got what it takes. But that's always the spirit. It's always a motivational, I got you spirit. But unfortunately for us, deity going through it and us going through it is 2 totally different degrees. That's why if you get in a car crash or some crazy shit happen, to your higher self, it's still intense, but it's more of a elbow scrape than a life-changing event. It has to be a life-changing event to you here, so that you'll do the work to merge this higher self. Alright, so your second card, and that'll lead you to this, which is the Star. So the Star is his hope emerging from this 8 of Swords. Now, 8 of Swords doesn't always mean, anything like terrible. It represents restriction, but what happens after restriction? If you take it to music, like the 2 laws of music, I don't want to say that, I'm sorry. But a basic concept in music is tension and release. When you play a clarinet, when you play a guitar, you sing, it's all predicated on making something intense, adding vibration to it, and releasing it to produce music in sequence. So what's going on now is that there's a hope in the champion in you, and this is connecting with this Empress, okay? So the Star and the Empress are both the second card. So this divine feminine energy has awakened in you, and it's done it in exactly what a damn person with Saturn over them is meant to do. You've done it through immense, triumph. But I don't even think it's, huge triumph. I think it's something, when I say I don't think it's huge triumph, what I mean to say there is, I don't think it's something surprising to you. I think it's something you knew you could do all along. It's just now that it's here, you're being able to polish your confidence and polish your ability to face restriction without fear. You know, Saturn being the god of fear as well. But here you have the star, and it says the daughter of the firmament. Okay, it says the daughter of the firmament. So, and it has these water goblets here at the bottom pouring into the river. This is symbolizing money. So emerging from this Eight of Swords, which represents restriction, which Saturn loves to do, you'll be restricted, but right after that you'll have abundance, because within that restriction you can like ascertain the focus and concentration and no nonsense attitude that's already flowing in you. Alright, so for your final card, you'll have this, which connects right, going to that knowledge and power. Sorry, I stuttered in my words there. But this knowledge and power. So it's very strange because, you know, when I opened this reading, I said I was running to the bank. And, you know, you've gotten, you know, 2 money cards and then 2 divine feminine cards, you know. And there's been some strife. Perhaps you're in some strife now, but maybe it's temporary strife. Like, you know, small little, you know, something like bills or job certainty or, you know, you might have gone into the hermit mode recently. But in that hermit mode, this star and this empress is refined. There's very little self-doubt. There's been some more experiences. You know, this star is going to merge beautifully with this 6 of Pentacles, that together making 7. So that's going to complete a cycle. And even on this 6 of Pentacles card, we have Lord of Material Success. So this is going to have a beautiful convergence with what's called Saturnian wealth, which is often achieved through struggle, but it's authenticated by the lesson you learn and the new ground that you're choosing to step on. So, like I said, I have a lot of Capricorn placements. It's a good sign. Can be stubborn, can be kind of, you know, over the top, but it's always just to get to that mountain. And just to remind you of that little knowledge there about Sagittarius being that great traveler emerging from Scorpio, who is symbolically the alchemist, heading into the winter time or the cold, also known as the unknown, and the exaltation of that unknown, which is the great creator or the great champion of that creation that started in that cold time. That's why Capricorn has that ferocity to keep going and achieve and climb, because it's symbolized after that exaltation or highest point. So this is just one of many readings I'm going to do for you. I'm going to try to diversify how all these things are going to go, but the energy is flowing very strong now, so I hope this finds you, and we'll talk very soon.